learned so far about your group? How do you feel so far?
Man, again, like I said, I've got a group full of just football junkies. That's the biggest thing I appreciate about them. You know, they live, sleep, eat, breathe football every second of the day. They're always in the building. They're always wanting more. They're tough, smart, and dependable, the things we talk about. So we're moving in the right direction. Got a lot of guys back that we were still trying to get back in the spring, so that's great to see. And again, we're just highly competitive, and guys are flying around.
Your first look, kind of healthy Kanena Otaluga and James Krutz. What do you see out of those guys?
Yeah, I mean, those guys can play, man. Those guys can play. I told them at the beginning of training camp, I said, your job is to make me have to make a really tough decision. And that's what they're all doing. But the thing I love the most is they're competitive, they're fighting, but they're together. Like everybody's trying to make each other better, which I absolutely love. So we're trending in the right direction.
Dylan Rosiak seems to have grown as a leader. Have you seen that on the field?
Yes, absolutely. Again, he's the guy that, you know, when you look at our room and you look at our team and you look at our defense, you know, he's very, very influential in how things go. You know, he's been a guy that's been here and has kind of fought his way to the position he's in, and he's a solid, tough, hard-nosed guy that makes a lot of plays, and he's extremely tough, smart, and dependable, and that's why he has the success he has.
We've seen Ryan Mead be a special teams MVP here already before you even got here. Can he make another leap for you to get on the field with the 11?
Absolutely. And here's the thing about it. It's not can he, it's how many leaps is he going to make, because he's moving in the right direction. He is moving in the right direction. There will be a version of Ryan Mead, if he keeps trending in the right direction, that this program has never seen. So I'm excited about him.
Coach, I know it's early, but how's the recruiting going for you personally and as a group? How you guys develop things? What's the reception out there?
Oh, it's been great. It's been great. You know, when you look at the areas, I know me specifically that I had a chance to go recruit this spring, and a lot of the players that I've had a chance to talk to over the course of the time since I've been here, very, very welcoming with open arms in the state of Texas, which I knew it was going to be. And then when you look at here in the Midwest, Chicago, Indianapolis, of course, we do a great job down in Florida as well. There's going to be tons of players for us to be able to get that can come in here and make us better.
What's the key to getting them involved, to getting the guys interested? What's the most one or two things to you that's the most important?
From a recruiting standpoint?
Yeah, I mean, you're going to Illinois. What's one?
You know, for me, it always will be. You know, it starts with effort by me personally in recruiting, and then building the relationship. After that, there's a lot of other factors that come into play, but it always starts with those two. A kid has to feel wanted. And if a kid feels wanted, then you have a chance to build a relationship. Once you have a relationship, now you got a fighting chance to get it.
Just out of curiosity, have you guys landed with who's going to be having the helmet communication?
We have not.
Yeah.
We have not.
Position-wise, I mean,
we're bouncing around, you know, between a couple of different guys. It's kind of funny because some guys don't like it, you know, and some guys love it. So just finding that right combination of who it needs to be on will be key.
Would you have liked it?
As a player?
Yeah, would you have liked it?
I don't know. I mean, it's having that ear in your voice to be able to tell you exactly what to do is a great thing, but sometimes guys ain't used to having an ear in their voice. So, you know, I think it's a case-by-case basis.
How do you feel like James, his skill set maybe complements what Dylan or Kanena can do out there?
Oh, I think he's another guy that's coming back. He's in a green jersey right now, but James Krutz is just, he's at the beginning stages of what can be greatness for him. You know, he's extremely smart. He plays hard. He can play both positions. You know, he's extremely versatile. So I think his light's just going to continue to shine brighter.
We hear about like an intensity with him. How do you feel that as a coach?
Oh my gosh, you know, I love seeing it. You know, I love seeing it. You would never know James Krutz was recovering from an injury if we didn't monitor him. You know, like he's foaming at the mouth to get out there. And if we told him right now, go play a game, he would go. You know, and I love that about him.
Malachi Hood seems to have recovered from his injury.
You said Malachi? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, has some quick twitch about him, a little bit of speed about him. Do you see a role for him?
I absolutely love seeing number 45 out there on the grass. He's by far the fastest guy in the room. He's extremely explosive. You can take advantage of him in coverage with his versatility. Again, he just needs snaps. He's a guy that hadn't had a lot of snaps. He hadn't had a lot of reps. But the more reps he gets, the better he will be.
What's Kanena bring to that room? It seems like versatility. People have called him an action figure, kind of looking like that. What does he bring to you?
We know when you look at our room just overall, you know, Dylan Rosiak and KO, they are the most veteran players we have in there. You know, when you look at playing actual defensive snaps, So there's no substitution for experience, and those two guys bring that. The other guys, they bring another aspect of athleticism and versatility, and so those two things combined are going to give us a chance to play very well.
I know he's hurt, but Easton, just in learning with him and trying to teach him, what have you
That's my
thought?
baby boy.
Yeah,
That's
what
my
have you
baby.
thought
I love Easton. He's the baby brother of the group, but I mean he is very, very focused every single day. He lives in my office. He's always asking questions, and he's really, really smart. So once he gets back out there, it'll be fun to watch him.
What's growth look like for Malachi? I mean, a guy that you see a lot of potential in, but like you said, just doesn't have.
Yeah, it comes down to snaps. There's no substitute for reps. There's no substitute for experience. And Kai's a guy that just hadn't had a lot of that. But from where we started to where he is now, he's trending in the right direction.
Like in the early stages of that, do you see big jumps just in terms? I mean,
I don't look for big jumps. I just look for gradual. I just look for gradual, because everything that some guys may consider big or small, I just look as gradual improvement. And that's what they all have been doing.
do you see that secondary background? Because he played DB in high school, obviously before you, but do you see that when you see him out there?
There was a clip in practice where he was beat in man-to-man coverage by probably about 15 yards. And the way he turned the Jets on, and by the time the receiver caught the ball, he was step for step with it. And I told him, I said, Kai, I knew you were fast. I didn't know you were that fast. So no, he can run. He can really run.
Maybe a question for Coach Henry, but JoJo Hayden and Daniel Brown, are they going to be playing on the outside, or are they going to
They're
be with
Swiss
your
Army
group?
knives. They can do it all. They can do it all. So they will be wherever we need them to be. They will be wherever we need. Both of those guys have spent time with me. They've both spent time with Coach Centum. Right now in this part of camp, they're kind of doing a little bit of both. If you were out there today, you saw them focusing on mainly one position, but JoJo and Daniel both have spots in our meeting rooms because that's where they sit in case that week that's where they are. So no, they're doing well.
Is my timeline right? Did you know Daniel